It is 5 minutes after 10 p.m. Central African time. Welcome to African Diaries, to the team that has been. What a stellar job and what a heartbreaking conversation there toward the end of Africa World Hour with Tshepiso Makwetla, where she was addressing the issue of the journalists in Gaza, outside those who are deceased, what's currently going on with the injured journalists in Gaza. That brings us to this very point. If you missed out on that conversation, in actual fact, let me entice you. Head over to YouTube. Do check out our live stream. Channel Africa is the platform, and the name of that show is Africa World Hour. My name is Shayla Ndikuman, and I keep you company for the next 2 hours as we delve into some rather heartfelt conversations this evening. I think one that will tickle your funny bone to an extent. For some, it might be a little upsetting. For others, I think you might cackle here and there. We kickstart off with the roundup. That is an opportunity to get into some of the conversations that were hosted today on this African Perspective platform that is dubbed Channel Africa. And then we get into a reflection of history, the context of dating in history, and what it looks like in our present day. Now, I'll have you know a few things about the realities of dating, right? So, isn't it interesting that men can pursue women younger than them? However, women cannot pursue men younger than them. Oh, it's shunned upon. It's looked at as a weird practice, almost as though you're not supposed to do that. That's what we talk about today. We look at the history. We look at the current context, and we also gauge what are people saying now in 2025. Is that still your belief? Are you still saying, listen, I am a 28-year-old woman. I will not go for anybody younger because the cultural perspective will not allow me to. I do not want to be blacklisted. I do not want to be cancelled. I do not want to be unfollowed. And so I'm just going to stick to what tradition states, which is he's either your age or older. And so we have an opportunity to touch base with seasoned journalist and podcaster. Her name is Pai Lumumba, and she'll be joining us on the line. That conversation stretches between 10:30 and 10 past 11 p.m. Central African time. Then we get into your thoughts and views. We want to hear from you this evening and find out what's your take? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you saying, Shayla, actually, no, the status quo has changed. I am a 40-year-old and I'm married to a 28-year-old, and we're happy, and everyone is accepting of us. Do tell me the story. +27 6340 69126. It is 8 minutes after 10 p.m. Central African time.
Africa Speaks on African Diaries with Shayla Ndikumana.
Zilipendwa na Abedi Jean de la Croix.
Wewe ni mjasiriamali, unajihusisha na biashara ya kuuza dawa. Jaribu kutuambia kwanza, kwa nini ulianzisha biashara hiyo?
Tutasema kwamba maisha ya kila siku ni kwamba mtu anapaswa kuwa na maisha ya kuweza kujitegemea. Usitegemee kuajiriwa, lakini utegemee kujiajiri, na baadaye utaweza ukaajiri wengine. Na hiyo ilinipa msukumo mkubwa kwa kuweza kujiajiri na kampuni hii kwa ajili ya kuweza kuwasaidia wale ambao wanahangaika zaidi.
Unauza aina gani ya dawa?
Unasema ni dawa, lakini kwetu sisi tunaita kama vile ni pipi, ambayo ni virutubisho ambavyo vinakwenda kusaidia kwa wale ambao wanatatizwa na aina tofauti ya magonjwa.
Virutubisho hivyo sasa vinatibu magonjwa gani?
Virutubisho hivi vinatunza magonjwa kama vile ya kisukari, shinikizo la damu.
Zilipendwa kila Jumamosi kuanzia 2 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati hadi saa 1 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
When the sun goes down, we don't stop the talk. Channel Africa, the best nighttime radio.
Every night I dream of what could I don't know why. In my mind, I've made up my own way. I won't look your way, and some things won't change with time. In my heart, the feelings are crazy, and I'm thinking maybe one day you change your mind. I'm afraid that I'm only dreaming, and I'm losing my mind. I don't know why I love you, and I don't know why I need you the way that I need you. It's just like the next heartbeat. I love you, and I don't know why. It was so easy before I ever knew you. Life was just a case of live and let live. But these feelings seem to be so consuming, and I don't know why. I don't know why I love you, and I don't know why I need you the way that I need you. It's just like the next heartbeat. I love you, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I need you the way that I need you. It's just like the next heartbeat. I love you.
Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802.
Oh yeah, it's the multi-talented. Again, just trust in me. I built you a masterpiece. This world not enough for me. Kiss me in the tree, sing off for me. Oh, lose company. Energy feel no punch on me. Yeah. This luxury. RP DJ somebody. Oh, the mommy's on a E2. T-shirt off white logo. You know, Abu Dhabi food. Yeah. Sweet on my neck. Oh, yeah. Diamonds say clear, sleep when I'm dead. Yeah. One girl, not enough for me. Two girls, not enough for me. Three girls, not enough for me. Not enough for me. Not enough for me. Four girls, not enough for me. Five girls, not enough for me. Six girls, not enough for me. Not enough for me. No, no. Yeah. I pull up in a Tonka truck. You either get bust around or bust up. What's in the briefcase? The rands of dollars. Don't be a cheap date, let's pop the bottles. Lames in the sec and I blame in the net. Let's do the money dance, 1,000 for a fade. Keep it in the family, cut my cost. The pillows in the air, it's soft, it's moisture. Never your defense to block the solar. Pasta Mary Jane, this world my oyster, yeah. Los Angeles, give me more ambience. BBC One, smoking. It's international motion. Let me do my dance. Let me count my bands. I'm thinking about my stop plan. Reprogram, reset. Stay focused, revenge. Until then, foot on neck. Just trust in me. I built you a masterpiece. This world not enough for me. Kiss me in the tree, sing off for me. Oh, close company. Energy feel no punch on me. Yeah. This luxury. RP DJ somebody. Oh, the mommy's on a E2. T-shirt off white logo. You know, Abu Dhabi food. Yeah. Sweet on my neck. Oh, yeah. Diamonds say clear, for me. 2 girls, not enough for me. 3 girls, not enough for me. Not enough for me. Not enough for me. 4 girls, not enough for me. 5 girls, not enough for me. 6 girls, not enough for me. Not enough for me. Nah, nah. Yeah. One girl, not enough for me. 2 girls, not enough for me. 3 girls, not enough for me. Not enough for me. Not enough for me. 4 girls, not enough for me. 5 girls, not enough for me. 6 girls, not enough for me. Not enough for me. Nah, nah. Yeah.
African Diaries, weekdays, 10 till midnight.
My money, my body, now your own.
It's OVO, body.
If I tell you, say I love you, oh. My money, my body, now your own, oh baby. 30 billion for the account, oh. Yeah, Versace and Gucci for your body, oh baby. No do, gotta for me. No do, say that, oh. No do, shakara, oh. No do, gotta for you, oh. Girl, you're beautiful too. My number 1 in tutu. Sipping bruku tutu. For your love it tutu. I go chuku. Biko obianuju. Say you do me juju. Cause I'm feeling the juju. Shake it to you. I wanna dash it to you. Take it. You can have it to you. Take it. You know I got this in you. I love you. I love you. There's nothing above you. There's nothing above you. Bridget, you. I like your mini skirt, you. Okay, you carry fancy, you. If I tell you, hey, I love you, oh. My money, my body, now your own, oh baby. 30 billion for the account, yo. Yeah, Versace and Gucci for your body, oh baby. No do, gotta for me. No do, say that, oh. No do, shakara, oh. No do, gotta for you, oh. Girl, you're beautiful too. My number 1 in tutu. Sipping bruku tutu. For your love it tutu. I go chuku. Biko obianuju. Say you do me juju. Cause I'm feeling the juju. And you know say nobody holy. But I don't go tell you story. I gotta be your man. Let me talk to you. Say a few things. Girl, I'm feeling you. What is up to you? Say you know I got this. I love you. There's nothing above you. Bridget, you. I like your mini skirt, you. Okay, you carry fancy, you. If I tell you, say I love you, oh. My money, my body, now your own, oh baby. 30 billion for the account, yo. Yeah, Versace and Gucci for your body, oh baby. No do, gotta for me. No do, say that, oh. No do, shakara, oh. No do,
Mix monster.
22 minutes. 22 minutes after 10 p.m. Central African Time. Davido on that one titled If. Before that, we had AKA and Kiddo coming in with Company. And then we kick-started off the triple play with Kudzai, Sevenzo, and that one titled I Don't Know Why. Welcome to African Diaries. Shayla and Dikumana keeping you company, and I'm with you all the way through to midnight in Central African Time. Time for us to recap the stories that have been, but today we're going to be doing things a little differently. I think that for the most part we have been sharing with you some of these stories covered, but how's about we share the history of Channel Africa? And I want to do that with you this evening, where we firstly understand what is this platform. Now, Channel Africa is an international radio broadcasting platform, and this is an arm of the South African Broadcasting Corporation, established on the 1st of October in 1992. It succeeded the apartheid-era service, Radio RSA, and redefined its role in alignment with the South Africa's democratic values after 1994. Now, Channel Africa operates with the vision of being the voice of the African Renaissance, and of course this through giving you the African perspective. Its mission is to produce dynamic and innovative content that informs, educates, entertains, and empowers African citizens while aligning with the South Africa's foreign policy and development goals. Now let's talk about the languages, right? How many languages do you think we broadcast in is my question to you. And if you are thinking on that right now, I'd love for you to share that with me before I give you the answer, of course. Finding us on WhatsApp +27 6340 69126. You can hear from us in English, in Kiswahili, in French, in Portuguese, or in Chinyanja. And that is a total of 5 languages. We broadcast in 5 languages. And of course, the aim is to reach as many Africans as possible through that. Now, where to find us? Of course, every single host will punt and let you know where our platforms are. But if you haven't heard, you're saying, Shayla, listen, I've been listening to you, and I, for some odd reason, don't know where to find you apart from where I'm finding you right now. DSTV's 802 is where you find us. If not, 628 on OpenView HD. We recently introduced an audio-visual live stream of each and every single show between 6 a.m. and, of course, midnight. And so if you are looking to see who these people that are speaking to you on the daily are, please head over to YouTube or Facebook, and you should find the live stream there. Now, if you're not familiar with the content packages that we bring forth, we focus on news and current affairs, cultural and lifestyle segments, educational and analytical content, as well as music and entertainment programs. And so all of this encompassed, infused to speak to you. Now, with all of that being said, why would you want to leave the station is my question to you. Go tell a friend to tell your friends that Channel Africa is the platform you want to listen to for that true, authentic African perspective. Again, I'd love to hear from you this evening. Are you familiar with the platform? Maybe not. Maybe you're saying, Shayla, listen, I have never heard of you, but I'm delighted to have come across the content. Find us on WhatsApp +27 6340 69126 on X and TikTok, as well as Instagram. I need to remember these. You find us on @ChannelAfrica1 on Facebook, @Channel Africa Radio. And if you are looking for that live stream, you're saying, I don't want to just hear you, I want to see you, head over to YouTube and Facebook and look for the pages Channel Africa. It is 26 minutes after 10 p.m. Central African Time. Remember, I said to you that when we get back, or rather at 10:30, just after 10:30, we'll be getting into that conversation that speaks about the age age dynamics between men and women in the dating sphere, the age gaps that are permissible, the ones that are not, who can be older than who, why can these people be older than each other. All these will be answered by seasoned journalist and podcaster. Her name is Pai Mulumba, and she will be joining us on the line. For now, we get some more music.
Nighttime radio, just the way you like it, on Channel Africa, where the night comes alive.
You are my African queen. You remember this African queen. African queen. I saw the king go. Just like the sun lights up the earth, you light up my life. And the only one I ever see with a smile so bright. And just yesterday, you came around my way. You changed my whole scenery with your astonishing beauty. Hey, you could have made a brother sing. No ordinary thing, a supernatural being. And no, you are brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I love you just the way you are. All right, sing it out. Girl, you are my African queen. I say you are the girl of my dream. Hey, you take me where I never been. You make my heart go sing. You are my African queen. My African. I say you are the girl of my dream. And you remind me of one thing, girl, and that is the African beauty. I saw the thing go, girl. See, I saw the thing go. Yeah, I saw the thing go. Afrima, I see you. I see you. Oh. Hey. All right, yeah. I see you, 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 I see you. Hey, help this message like overcome. Make nobody come here, they come the phone. I know say don't be everybody follow come. I know be every breast will be silicone. They no gonna wash you, but make you do exactly what you want to. Make you know say I don't tell you. Make you don't let devil come to use you. But if I tell you say I love you, I beg you, no one come into your mood. That time, 90 million no go do you. That time, they do more no go see you. But if I start to distress you, let me know because I know how to vex you. But I'm lying, now only you will know you. The same time, you go do what you will favor you. I love when you go. So make we do the thing, yeah. Make we do the live show. Hey, I love my year go. Hey, so we living your life and do the thing, live show. Do the thing, if for DJ. Oh, but on another disappoint. On another disappoint. On too much. On too much. Hey, I like woman, I like step forward. I like truth and I dare rock rumors. Hey, I don't know what you want to do. But make you let me know if you go show up with. Hey, because I don't buy this, so I don't buy Shayo for Yado. Hey, I don't call Gaga, I don't call my guys around you. I don't call my mama, I don't say you mama. I don't call everybody. I call everybody, but I see you for Insta. We say you there in Maja. Anytime I holla, you go say you there my area. Hey, I say no wahala, but I don't know where to tire. Hey, I don't wait you sote, I don't lose weight. I'm disappointed. I think you get confusion. I'm disappointed. You don't get disappointment though. I'm gonna disappoint me. You don't get confusion. Dollar. I'm gonna disappoint me. You ain't get disappointment, go. One love. One love. One love. Thank you. 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 Hey, thank you. 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 Hey. Play loud and step you. Better people respect you. Better people forget you. Better dance like say no. Hey. Don't be smarty. Don't be giving other people what they want to. Cause I know you know. So this the life so for sure. You know me. I'm from Kano. Shake yaro. This jam that you feeling. Cause 21 shall never change your peace. Hey. I will not be changing the one. Change is always constant. Oh, change your style. Change your 1, 2, go. Yeah. Something you want to. And it's something I cannot. It's something very, very. Yeah. Ambassador Caro. No time for story. You got that. Let's show you. Let's you know business. No time for story. You got that. Let's show you.
Nighttime radio, just the way you like it, on Channel Africa, where the night comes alive.
It's your name. Wonderful is what you are to me. It's you I see in my dreams every day, and I pray for you, queen of my life. You are so beautiful, mama. You're beautiful. Emi wa mama kan. Talori yeah. Mama mi ò rojú rí. That is why I'm loving you. Nítorí ọmọ ó jìyà nílé ọkọ. is why I'm loving you. Oh, oh. La 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 la. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh yeah, la 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 la. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. Ẹ bá mi kíra fún màmá mi. Oríṣà bí kíá o, kò sí láyé. Ẹ bá mi kíra fún màmá mi. Oríṣà bí kíá o, kò sí láyé. Oh yeah, la 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 la. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh yeah, la 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 la. Oh, oh, you're beautiful. Whoa, woman, there is no one like you. Oh, woman, there is no one like you. Nítorí ọmọ, ó jìyà nílé ọkọ. Màmá mi ò rojú rí. And that is why I'm loving you. Nítorí ọmọ, ó jìyà nílé ọkọ. Màmá mi ò rojú rí. And that is why I'm loving you. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh, you're beautiful. Oh, oh, you're beautiful. Oh yeah, la 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 la. Oh, oh, you're beautiful. Oh, oh, you're beautiful. Ẹ bá mi kíra fún màmá mi. Oríṣà bí kíá o, kò sí láyé. Ẹ bá mi kíra fún màmá mi.
Her name is Asha. She is based in the United States of America. However, her origins lie in the beautiful landscapes of Nigeria, with that one titled So Beautiful. Before that, we had Tubaba Idibia coming in with Oyi, Amaka, and the Neme, and that song titled African Queen, the live version. So if you are a fan of that song, because I know it's a fan favorite across the continent, if you are a fan of that song, then you surely had a treat. If not, whisper to me, +27 63406 9126. Time for our conversation. And what we're going to be doing at this very stage is inviting you to firstly take a seat, right? If you're a woman and you find yourself in a relationship with a gentleman who's slightly younger than you, please, this is an opportune moment for you not, because I know that sometimes when we bring up conversations, the defense wants to rise. Do not defend yourself. Let's relax. Let's all calm down, sit down, and enjoy this riveting conversation that lies ahead. Now, throughout history, African societies have held deeply rooted views on age, on relationships, and gender roles. One striking cultural double standard has been widely accepted across the generations, which is while older men dating younger women is seen as natural, even celebrated, women dating younger men has often been dismissed, it's been mocked, or outright forbidden, right? And where do we then gauge these ideas coming from is the question. Where do we understand them to be rooted in is what we want to know. And do we still have those preferential standards? Do we still want to have men date younger women and have women date older men? Is that the context we want to find ourselves in as Africans? Tonight, we peel back the layers of tradition, of power, and perception with someone who has spent her career exploring the intersections of health, beauty, family, and identity. Our guest is Pai Lumumba, and she is an experienced journalist, a creative writer, and a podcaster who tackles issues that speak directly to millennials. This, of course, including family dynamics, relationships, and the shifting gender structure of our time. She's also an avid reader, a gamer, and I'm excited to be touching base on that gaming end and an aerialist. Now, she is living proof of how modern African women are breaking the boundaries in every sphere of life. The question is, can we break this boundary of us not being allowed to date younger men? Listen, I told you, if you're an older woman dating a younger man, please, the aim is not to become defensive. The aim is to have this conversation. Contribute in actual fact. Find us on WhatsApp, +27 6340 69126. If you're an older man and you're thinking, that is wrong, tell us why. Again, that number, +27 6340 69126. Pai, we are thrilled to have you on the show. Welcome to African Diaries.
Thank you so much for having me. You made me sound like a full adult. That makes me so happy.
Ma'am, at this
like
point,
a full functional adult.
at this point, you are doing exactly that. Let's start off with the conversation by looking into tradition. Now, in traditional African societies, why do you think the idea of older men dating younger women became so normalized? Why was it accepted? Why was it the go-to in terms of practice?
I mean, I think we have to go back a bit. And obviously, unfortunately, it all comes down to biologically young woman, plenty of babies, a healthy ovary. Even though, yes, we do have nowadays we have the Naomi Campbells and Serena Williams. Women are having kids at much older, ages as opposed to back in the day. But unfortunately, the reality is traditionally men used to vie for younger wombs. And as younger women during that time, we didn't have a lot of options. So, of course, we had to go for men who were, stable and established. And it just didn't help that those men were the same age as our fathers, sadly. However, I do feel times have changed. And it's a little bizarre to still see that mentality in a society where women do have more options.
Let's talk about patriarchy.
Yes.
How much of this practice do you think stems from patriarchy?
100%, because what is patriarchy if not women submitting or women being exploited? I mean, there's no patriarchy unless someone, as long as it's not a man, although, men are also exploited by patriarchy. There is no patriarchal system unless someone is being exploited to benefit men.
That is fair. Would you say that these traditions were more about protecting community? And by that, I mean protecting the order, the structure, so that we saw some kind of system of application that continuously, for the lack of a better word, better stated societies. So I'm saying this because let's paint a picture. Let's give a context. Mm-hmm. If we are looking at older men who are known to be the leaders of the home, being in charge, right? Taking their, what I would say in inverted commas, their rightful place and marrying younger women, we have women who are more, I want to say submissive to the context. And therefore we see the structure to continue to exist where men who are known to protect and provide can continue to do so. And of course, women who are known to nurture, to give care to the household, to ensure that the man is okay, can also continue. What do you make of that scenario? Because it almost seems like a good structure to fall by.
It's so funny when you use the word easily submitted. I like to use the word naive, because when these women are getting shacked up with the grandfather's age mates, their frontal lobes have not developed. And the funny thing is, if you speak to any grandmother or someone, or a senior citizen, they will tell you, especially as a woman, do not do what I did. If I could go back, I would never do that. I would never allow myself to get married to a man 30, 40, 50 years my senior, regardless of the protection, because at the end of the day, there is no benefit to it except to the man.
Sheesh. So would you say that the system was used to control the woman's choice?
I believe it was, but I also feel like it was just allowing men a sense of control, which is so crazy because statistically, I mean, historically, a lot of African cultures were not patriarchal, but more, what is the word? I'm so sorry. A lot of systems and societies were led by women. And it's just
I see.
unfortunate, like when the Europeans came, they shifted all of that. And of course, African men had to have some sense of power or some semblance of power in contrast to, being undermined by the European colonizers. And unfortunately, that sense of power came from not only exploiting other women, but exploiting and submitting children as well.
Sure. That's really interesting. So matriarchy is perhaps the word you were looking for there. I want to gauge a context, a matriarchal context in our present day and age, right? That is the Moyo tribe. I'm just thinking of one that's coming to mind as we speak. The Moyo tribe in Kenya, they have men being the individual that submits, and the woman being the lead. And what happens is that in that particular community, if you do not want to submit as a man, you are kicked out, right? Of course, because these women are going to give birth to sons, and these sons must know their place. However, this particular, if you will, nation, I refrain from using the word tribe because it does, to an extent, demean the populace. And so this nation of women from Kenya are completely ostracized from the rest of the Kenyan context. And it makes me then question, did the colonial rule really allow men all across Africa to completely disagree with the motion and the movement of women being in the lead? Is that what you're saying?
It's so crazy how you mentioned Kenya, considering that it has one of the highest femicide rates in the world. And yet the Moyo tribe is ostracized. Maybe, I just feel like maybe if we take some notes from the Moyo tribe, some of those rates can adjust, because I feel like the one thing about patriarchy is women are not seen as individuals. And I feel like it's actually very scary how, in not being seen as individuals, it feels like people have the idea that we can be exploited no matter what. And once someone has that mentality that they can be exploited, it creates horrible and disgusting systems that include, for lack of a better term, slavery, which stem from one race seeing the other race as lesser, and therefore they thought that they could be exploited. And then we take it back to more locally and more relevant, how certain men see women as lesser, and that therefore they can be exploited. And then in turn, you get the femicide rates. Whereas, like you said, the Moyo tribe, for some reason, they've been ostracized. But I'm pretty sure, sorry, not tribe, the Moyo people, I'm pretty sure if you visit them, I feel like the systems are functioning quite well.
So here's my thinking, right? And I want us to stay on this point of history before we delve into gender power and perception. So if I look at patriarchy and matriarchy, I don't think that there were such systems. This is my gauge. I believed that the homestead and subsequently the community and then the kingdom over looked at a system of strengths. So men have more testosterone, right, in their body so that they can fend, they can get the food outside, hence the term provision. Whereas with the women, the touch is gentle, it's softer, right? And so the kids, in their, I suppose, state of innocence and requiring a needing of this nurture and care, women would then subsequently take their strong suit and contribute it to the homestead, right? I think that the system was not divided. In actual fact, it stood together. I don't think men are supposed to lead outside the counsel of a woman. And I don't think that men are informed in every sphere of life, right? What happens in the context of nurturing and care? Perhaps the relation isn't as deeply invested or as deeply knowledgeable as a woman. And so a woman would need to make a decision on that front, like how to treat the kids, if the kids need to be disciplined. And I do think that these two coexisted. And I do think that there was a shakeup that led to people, of course, believing and understanding very strange things. And then we saw the birth of patriarchy and matriarchy and this fight between men and women. Because if you look at us as a pair, we need each other. Pi, don't you think we need each other?
No, we do need each other, but like that shakeup is just, I don't know. I don't know why people feel like we don't need each other, but it's hard to need the other person if you don't feel safe. If you feel that one person is trying to take something away from you, or you feel like you might try and take something away from them. Not to say that women aren't, that they don't have certain less admirable tendencies when it comes to men.
Yeah.
Like we're all, there are some, people are people. And I feel like it doesn't necessarily come down to gender, but when societal structures force you into certain corners, you either have to learn to adapt to it, which can be detrimental to those around you, depending on what, gender society is forcing you into, or you just find a way to combat it.
The voice of Pi Lumumba joining us this evening, an experienced journalist, creative writer, and podcaster. And we are looking at the realities of age gaps. Where are they permissible? Where are they not? If you have questions, if you have comments, we'd love to hear from you. Find us on WhatsApp +27 6340 69126. Let's talk about power. Power. And I think you sort of
like the show.
No. You alluded to power, and you were saying something to the effect of after the colonial rule had set in and slavery was a thing in the context of the African continent against other continents. We sort of saw men desiring power, and then there lies the opportunity for patriarchy to become a thing. Walk me through how power would play its role in this context. A man who's older than a woman dating this woman, but a woman who is older than a man not being able to date, of course.
I mean, I feel like it's the same. However, from what I've seen, it seems that if a man is dating a younger woman, it's almost like he wants her to be a trophy wife. The chances of him investing in her to actually become her own person are very low. Whereas, ironically, even though there is this obvious an imbalance in power, a woman dating a younger man will probably invest in him and help him achieve whatever goals he may have. That doesn't take away from the fact that there is a power imbalance and there is some sort of exploitation happening, because at the end of the day, dating someone 20 years your senior while your frontal lobe hasn't developed does, raise a few eyebrows, especially to the power dynamics.
Madam, you keep on speaking about this frontal lobe. Tell us, when does it fully develop?
It says 25, and considering that I'm 32, I'm just thinking of myself at 25 years old. I'm just like, oh, goodness gracious. I did not think. When I thought I knew, sure. I did not know. I wasn't even halfway to know it. But not even just the frontal lobe, just life experience. I just don't feel like you have enough life experience before the age of 25 to really understand what you're getting yourself into when you're dating an older man. Especially because that older man has life experience to know which words to use and which words to say. Same as an older woman. It's...
Okay, all right. And in your view, of course, we've identified that there is a double standard. What does this then say about African societies and how they perceive masculinity and femininity?
Well, I mean, I'm Congolese, so from my perspective, it's the gender norms are, definitely clear, whereas the man is the provider and the woman is the nurturer and the caretaker. So in the notion that the woman is older, the chances are she will probably be earning more money, and that would definitely, that won't be accepted as much, which is bizarre, because if the man is earning more money, as long as the household is functioning, why does it matter?
That's another subject altogether. Who's earning more? Because that's not age dependent, if we are honest, right?
Not necessarily. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So I do think that's an extension of a different subject matter. However, I do think that there is a level of emasculation that men feel when a woman is paid more. What's your take on that?
Oh, definitely. Which is, again, very bizarre because then it comes down to how men feel that the only thing they can bring to the table. Can we just smash this table? But the only thing men feel they can bring to the table is financial security. Forget, healthy personality. Forget, going to therapy every 2 weeks. But as long as I can bring finances to the table, then I've done my part. And once that's removed, what else do I feel that I can bring?
That's
So the
interesting.
moment, yeah.
No, no, no. Do finish your thought there.
So I just feel like the moment a woman, especially an older woman, is able to essentially, what can you provide for me? Even though, yeah, I don't think it's accepted because he himself is going to be very uncomfortable. Because at the end of the day, she's providing for him, and I don't feel like he will accept that. Whereas a woman who's dating an older man will be like, "Oh, I'm so well taken care of." She will not, yeah, she won't feel exploited or anything.
Interesting. What's your take on, and I suppose the reason why I'm asking this is because I want to gauge where your headspace is when we're talking about women, concerning women. Where are their gaps? Because I do think we perpetuate the realities of patriarchy as well. I don't think men do it by themselves. I think if we have seen stats where to the effect and extent of 60% of households are single parent households, and of that lot, a greater deal are women who are raising these children, yet these children come out into society to become the very same thing that we're shunning on, then clearly we're doing something wrong. So where are we going wrong?
I think it's either a circumstance of where we haven't personally reflected on our own inner misogynistic views, and before we know it, we are spewing it to kids. Or maybe there's a part of us that feels like, listen, I had to go through with it, so you did too. I had to experience it, so hey, I might as well just continue because I don't know how to break those views. I don't know how to break those beliefs, and just I don't know how to raise my kids in a way that is a strong contrast to how I was raised. So might as well just stick to what I know and hope for the best.
It is,
but it's also fear. I feel like patriarchy, in a way, ironically, people feel safe in it. But at the end of the day, master's favorite dog is still a dog. So there's no safety in it.
Sure. Madame Pai, we need to talk about the ideal state in just a moment. If you've just joined us, welcome to it. A minute before 11 p.m. Central African time, we are discussing the realities of age gaps between individuals who are dating, looking at what's permissible, what is not, what is societal expectations swaying us to versus what is unconventional, taboo, and almost shunned on. In 2025, we had an opportunity to revisit history and, of course, look at the context that it has presented in our new age and modern society. And we're going to be delving into other spheres as well, just looking at the stigma that remains today. Has it changed? Has it not? And then, of course, tapping into family dynamics and then looking forward as well. And joining us is none other than experienced journalist, creative writer, and podcaster. Her name is Pai Lumumba, and she's going to be with us for just a few more minutes. Madame Pai, let's look at stigma. Right? We sort of touched on a few, but I want us to gauge what 2025 looks like in your view with all the context that you've addressed. I know that you haven't necessarily spoken about age gaps between individuals in a relationship and who's allowed to do it or not, but I do know that your coverage, especially on your podcast, does look at things that affect millennials, and I think this is one of them. Just from the gauge and context, I want us to talk about stigma. What's still real in 2025 and what's not?
Well, women being, exploring themselves sexually is still definitely number one. But at the same time, I feel like women doing anything where people perceive it as them emulating men is seen as a stigma.
Okay.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Wait, break that down even further. So women emulating men is a stigma. What are we supposed to perceive it as?
Well, it's funny because men will be like, people will be like, do not emulate men, but yet they will still allow men to, like, for example, have multiple sexual partners or and the like. For example, making the choice to not have kids. Like, obviously, you know what it is. A bachelor is someone in the 50s, but a spinster is a woman in her 50s who's single.
Mm.
But it's great if George Clooney is single in his 50s. But God forbid Tracy Ellis Ross is just enjoying her 50s, traveling the world, being child free. Clearly, there has to be something wrong with her. So, for one, yeah, I guess we could say anything whereby people perceive that women are emulating men, that is a stigma. Being sexually free, of course, the age gaps, as we've been discussing, definitely those two things. And of course, the child free one. We cannot forget about that.
That's really interesting because we want women not to be child free, but men are allowed to leave their children. Listen, subject matter for another day, for another context. I want us to also look at the attitudes that currently exist in urban society versus in rural areas. I even want to extend it into the African continent. We know that South Africa is quite the liberal country. However, when you do look at other contexts, I can only imagine what happens in the DRC. I can tell you about home in Burundi, and I think it is similar to the DRC, where it is strange if you are not in a relationship at a certain age. It is even stranger if you went for a man who's younger than you, who they will now refer to as a child in that context. What are some of the things that you've noticed?
I think that's, yeah, definitely those two, especially the younger, because in their mind, you're supposed to be going for a man who's well established, who can take care of you. And the concept of going for a younger man, firstly, what is that man going to do for you? Despite the fact that that young man could be as well established, but I do feel that there are just certain dynamics that are seen when it comes to age. And there's no way a younger man could be as respected. Maybe if he got married, he'd be more respected, but a younger, single, child-free man going for an older woman, especially as the older woman, what are you doing? Why are you going for a younger man? Like, that man will leave you for a younger woman and the such, which is a very bizarre take because an older man will still, chances are he'll also leave you for a younger woman.
Pie, why does it sound like there's no winning at this point? Hey?
There is no winning. There is no winning. I mean, age gaps are always going to be there, but I feel like both parties need to be able to kind of stand on their own 2 feet. Like, as long as neither party is vulnerable to exploitation from the other party, then I think it's fine. But I say fine very vaguely.
That is fair.
because a 22-year-old law graduate should not be dating a 50-year-old man, regardless of her law degree. I'm sorry.
I mean, if she chooses to, that's a different conversation altogether, no?
Yes, that is a different conversation altogether because she's allowed that choice, but I don't fully feel that she can grasp the ramifications of that choice.
That is fair. Let's talk about how religion factors into the stigmas we see today. What's your take on some of the things you've noticed?
Our religion, of course, is also one of the biggest ones, but ironically, like I said earlier, with women, do as I say, not as I do, because it's like, for example, you go to a church and the church will literally spend 20 to 30 minutes talking about, oh, we have an upcoming women's conference. Please don't forget to miss it. Please don't forget to find out how you can become a gracious daughter and the like, a Psalms 32 type of woman. And then, of course, at the end, and men, please enjoy the football. And that's it. I don't think enough time and care is taken into actually speaking to men from a religious standpoint. It just seems like religion is another tool for patriarchy.
And with that being said, how do you think we then navigate the new frontier, one that we're looking to change, a context we're looking to ensure that both parties are considered, both parties are seen, both parties are heard, both parties are understood?
Conversations, open, raw, uncomfortable conversations. Just being honest about being honest about just something as simple as my privilege. Let me just sit here and check my privilege and ask myself, okay, I'm an individual with a degree, and me going into a dynamic with someone who's probably the first person in his entire lineage to get a degree, how do I feel going into that situation? Am I allowing myself to potentially exploit that person because they may not have the same resources as I do, regardless of us being the same age? I do think that's one of the points we need to move forward, is just to stop and check our privilege and ask ourselves about the real dynamics we have with our partners and how our privileges may or may not influence those dynamics and potentially put them in a position that can be exploitative.
You say conversations, but I find it strange that when we put men and women in a room, they don't hear each other at all. It's almost like we speak over each other because points will be made, but somehow it won't gauge, it won't stick. Only a select few will be able to sort of exchange successfully and get to a place where we understand each other. How do we mitigate around that?
I think we're all just angry and no one wants to listen to anyone. But at the same time, we also want to be heard. So it's like, I want you to validate my trauma. I want you to validate the role that you play in my oppression before I can even bother listening to your story, which is bizarre because like someone has to obviously just decide to not speak and listen. Someone obviously has to take that first step and be like, you know what, I'm going to listen. I'm going to keep my horror story to myself, listen to yours, validate yours, and find a way to move past it. But of course, we all have a bit of an ego, so that's easier said than done.
Sheesh. And then lastly, Pi, as someone who engages deeply with millennials on gender structures and family, what message would you give to a woman who, I suppose women rather, who are hesitant about pursuing love with someone who's younger than them because of cultural judgment?
Love is love, but also ask yourself why. Ask yourself if that person were the same age as you, would you still go for them? And ask yourself what exactly makes them appealing to you. Is it the youthful vulnerability and the naivety, or is it just because they tick every box and they can hold a conversation? Why are you there?
Why are you there? Pi, this has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. And we've learned a thing or two, hey?
Yeah, I am definitely gonna, maybe check my ego at the door. Be more willing to listen when men speak. Oh gosh, I can't believe you have that on record. But
again, thank you so much for joining us. The voice of seasoned journalist, creative writer, and podcaster Pi Lumumba. It is 9 minutes after 11 p.m. Central African time. I want you to take some time and think on it. Are we now willing to have the conversation that we say we need to have? Are we willing to sit down and hear each other as men and women? Are we ready to allow new traditions to permeate throughout our society? That including, of course, women being able to date younger men. Let me know. Find me on WhatsApp +27634069126.
Exclusive to Africa at Play is our bundle of joy in sport, where we get to speak to the young ones, 12 years and below. Today we've got a special guest, Tsedolo Ramosamwana. When did you start playing golf?
I started playing golf when I was 5 years old because my dad inspired me to it, and I really thought I would enjoy it, and really I am.
I take it your dad also plays?
Yes.
What do you like so much about golf?
I like golf because it helps you with the mindset, how to know where you're going and how to really become strong and fit.
I've also noticed that in family setups, if the father plays football, chances of the son playing football are high. If the father is a golfer, chances of the son being a golfer are high. Did your father influence you to play golf and not any other sporting coach, or you got to see him play and you thought maybe this is the way to go?
The first option was correct.
The first option was correct.
Yeah.
What do you love so much about your father?
I love him because...
To Cairo, every beat tells a story. It's African Diaries on Channel Africa.
Purple silhouette, so I know you can't see me. How long before I'm wishing like a genie? What's the reasonable reason for your hiding? Till last night I heard you calling on your mama. I cannot even vouch for you, I cannot call on you. So if I don't love you, not taboo. If you don't love me too, so I erase my matching tattoo, cause I put it on for you. If you ever start to really win, if you ever find your queen, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. Man, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down.
Have you never focused on another? Have you never focused, say brother? Have you ever noticed my hangover? You be driving me loco. Reason I believe in you, pronto. You are the one that was supposed to carry me go. But when I'm in the road, baby, it's why I cannot even vouch for you. I cannot call on you. And if I don't love you, not taboo. When you don't love me too. Now I erase my matching tattoo, cause I put it on for you. If you ever start to really win, if you ever find a king, and I hope he lets you down,
down, down, down, down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. But I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. Kwani, how many times am I losing the fight? I've been ready to die, falling into you. Now ain't getting what taki kuni elimisha wana on a file. I was into you. So now when you're gone and you're noticing, there was a diamond you didn't see. I've been shining my way out of your darkness. That's why I cannot even vouch for you. I cannot call on you. So if I don't love you, not taboo. If you don't love me too, so I erase my matching tattoos, cause I put them on for you. If you ever start to really win, if you ever find your queen, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down. Man, I hope she lets you down, 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 down. I hope she lets you down, 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 down.
Oxygen mix.
Turn the page. It's African Diaries on Channel Africa.
المرومبا دي كان لي بسيلي ليسوك من انت هم الليل كان لي بسيلي ليسوك من انت هم الليل Ni maseli na isa kumina kumbelela ikana ni maseli na isa kumina kumbelela Agarrite supe que la wine seca. No puso vino cita él, asesinó melera. Agarrite supe que la wine seca. No puso vino cita él, asesinó melera. Agarrite supe que la wine seca. No puso vino cita él, asesinó melera.
We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet, Channel 628.
Your beautiful heart is the muse. I've been reckless with my choices. Can't seem to get what the point is. Life can be rough, can be smooth, and not every fact is the truth. Advancing, I've laid down my burdens. Can't seem to silence the voices. Continue setting, I be that person. We go be your shoulder, body, best in anything. Your type no many, they are not ready. I go give you 100%, never no 90. More than amazing, well quality. You are deserving of the love you are not getting. Independently, I take the liberty, and I go love you specially. Oh, all the love, all the care, then they fake am. Don't be hard, go be your shoulder for the best in anything. Your type no many, they are not ready. I go give you 100%, never no 90. But then amazing, well quality. You are deserving of the love you are not getting. Independently, I take the liberty, and I go love you specially. Oh, the love, or the care, then they fake don't be hard, baby, give it. I go love you. All the love, all the care, them they fake don't be hard, baby, give it. I go love you. But one thing is certain, I'll be that person. We go be your shoulder for the best in anything. Your type no many, we are not ready. I go give you 100%, never no 90. But then amazing, well quality. You are deserving of the love you are not getting. Independently, I'll take the liberty, and I go love you specially. Oh, the love, oh the care, them they fake
22 minutes after 11 p.m. Central African Time. Arya Star with that one titled All the Love. Before that, a Mohegan Sun coming in, Oscar Mbo, Murumba Pitch, and of course, leading the pack is Murder on that beautiful one. And then we kick-started off with a song by Nikita Kering, and she featured Kamena with that one titled Let You Down. This is DSTV's 802, if not 628 on OpenView HD. We're talking all things age gaps between individuals who are in a consented relationship. I think I need to highlight that. And I thought that, listen, we spoke to Pai Mulumba, who is a seasoned journalist, a creative writer, and a podcaster. And we were just gauging her thoughts and views, specifically because she has dealt with a lot of conversations, a lot of hot buttons, and that's a context within society that affect millennials. And we were just gauging what's the take? You know, is it permissible? Is it not? Is he allowed to be younger than you? Is she allowed to be older than you? And it specifically tilts toward women, because in the context of a man, it's permissible. In actual fact, I read somewhere that if you are dating a girl who's younger than you, it's somewhat something commendable. People say things like, he has still got it, which I want to know, what is it that you have? Anyway, find us on WhatsApp. Let's have this conversation together. +27 634 069 We're just going to be looking at some of the contexts across various countries with respect to traditional practices versus the urban state. And we kickstart off in Nigeria looking at family and fertility pressure. Now, marriage is a strongly tied custom and practice to the realities of family honor, lineage, and having children at an early age. A woman dating a younger man often sparks concern, specifically because of fertility issues, right? That's the first part that we need to take into account. Secondly, we have the realities that a younger man might be dismissed as not being able to control his home, while the woman risks being branded as desperate. Lastly, public and what public thinks. Nollywood sometimes depicts these relationships, often framing them as scandalous and rumorous, right? And of course, this then mirrors that society sees them as such. And then we move on to Kenya, that is in the east of Africa, where we look at older women and younger man relationships, often being labeled as sponsors or sugar mummies or sugar mummy arrangements, implying that money is the center of the relationship as opposed to love. Urban Nairobi is slowly becoming more accepting, with younger men openly saying that they prefer older women and independent women. But in the traditional setting and context, these unions are still mocked. Now, social media influence, specifically Twitter, now known as X, often debates this topic. Some celebrate it, saying that couples are breaking norms, while others ridicule it for all kinds of reasons. I'm going to be telling you about Zimbabwe as well as Senegal. And then lastly, we'll wrap up in South Africa. What's your take on what I just shared with you right now? What is your view on what I just shared with you? Find me on WhatsApp. Again, that number +27 6340 9126.
Africa in Business on Channel Africa.
The United States was very vocal at the beginning of South Africa's G20 presidency, and this is largely due to strained relations with South Africa at the time, that they were not really keen on participating. Where do they stand right now?
The US is planning to take over the presidency of the G20 next year, and our understanding from them is that they intend to continue to do so, and therefore it is quite difficult then to be in a situation where you are not attending deputies' meetings or discussions during our presidency and then to take over the presidency next year. From a finance track perspective, there has been engagement. We've been working on a communique last week and this week here in Zimbabwe. What's important about that is that it's a consensus document. And so all the members in the room have to agree to the language that is used there. And our US colleagues have been part of those discussions and negotiations.
Bringing the African markets into your home. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Nighttime radio, just the way you like it. On Channel Africa, where the night comes alive.
Unzima ubomi ungalahli ithemba, abantu bohleka mawungahluleka. Unzima ubomi ungalahli ithemba, abantu bohleka abantu bohleka mawungahluleka, mawungaphelele endleleni, wena ungafela emadlelweni. Abantu bohleka mawungahluleka. Lapha emhlabeni anginanda Nkosi, mhlawumbe ngiyobusa ezulwini mangifika lapho. Nkosi, noma ngilambile lapha emhlabeni anginanda Nkosi, mhlawumbe ngiyosutha ezulwini mangifika lapho. Lalupumuleva umango yakhumbula, sisibhale emehlweni sisumbashele. Angeke ngizempike lo mhlaba unzima, kodwa ngiyobusa nje ezulwini mangifika lapho. Mawungaphelele endleleni, wena ungafela emadlelweni. Abantu bohleka mawungahluleka, mawungaphelele endleleni, wena ungafela emadlelweni. Abantu bohleka
Phela umoya mjakaba noma ngizima wena diyabalasa, bazofika vela banamanga bethi ithemba likho ngoba sebala. vele impilo inzima nami ngiyazi sikhule ngakho phela ukuzabalaza siphila impilo yamahashahasha zange sami iphupho thanda ukushabalala manje ngithi beka ithemba lakho kumdala noma kunzima kanjani noma kuthanda ukuba mnyama kuzokhanya ungalinge nje uphele namandla vele konke sikwenzayo sikwenzela abantu bazohleka mawuhluleka manje mina lami lithi phokophela mntaka baba umdalo uyophendula nyazi
abantu bosyeka maungahluleka maungaphelelendleleni wena ungafela ematyalweni abantu bosyeka maungahluleka
Africa Speaks on African Diaries with Shayla Ndikumana.
Mario, udore Mari, washandura marudzi, kusachka mwari.
Watora matana kufara tichitambura Bakabirira waminduro Echimike machapanduka
Pamsoroje, iano kekedza meno wasitenji sitiripa. Takazora mafuta yeshumba pamsoroje, iano kekedza meno wasitenji sitiripa. Takapinda mudziva nenjuzu pamsoroje, oshandisa mazwi akatetepa mazwi yakanyorovera. Usafunga kunyara kwedu kisu achikete kushandisa mazwi yakatetepa mazwi yakanyorovera. Chiwe muroi choko zua Vesera Awu wane wawa kwekura Vechidike vakamirira wo minduro choko zua Vesera Awu wane wawa kwekura Vechidike vakamirira rusonunguko choko zua Vesera Awu wane wawa kwekura Vechidike vakamirira wo minduro choko zua Vesera Awane wakweko Vechidike vakamirira rusonunguko Wenu kusita maka Gawetu Agusikeli keki banda Sera Wenu velu bufunu kungene kaya Sera Diku tempile ngingaibona Inkolo leka Ay ungenzi spanga Tela mundipendule Sekutendi senzeni Masimbuyele nikaya Chako Vesera Awuone wawa kwekura Vechidike vakamirira wo minduro Chako Vesera Awuone wawa kwekura Vechidike vakamirira rusununguko Chako Vesera Awuone wawa kwekura Vechidike vakamirira wo minduro Chako Vesera Awuone wawa kwekura Vechidike vakamirira rusununguko Uneche 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 Ime bakuruwe Uneche Iwe uneche Pindura se vechidiki vakamirirawo mhinduro jekazuva.
It is 37 minutes after 11 p.m. Central African time. Coming, there is Willis Watafi Africa, and that one titled Cheka Zuva. Before that, we had, or rather, Cheka Zuva, not Zuva. Before that, we had Dual M coming in with Ubomi alongside Zakwe. If you're joining us for the very first time, hello, how are you? Welcome to Channel Africa, where we bring you that African perspective. The name is Shayla Ndikumana, and I keep you company between 10 and midnight in Central African time. We're currently going through some of the status quos in various countries concerning marriage, relationships, and age gaps. What is permissible and what is not. So far, we have covered Nigeria and Kenya. I want us to talk a bit about Zimbabwe. And so in Zimbabwe, culturally, older men marrying younger women is still the norm and even is appreciated by very many across the spectrum. A younger man with an older woman is often labeled as disrespect, and in all honesty is called a boy being kept. I cannot imagine having a conversation and my partner is younger than me, and these are the words that I'm hearing from fellow society members. Now, urban youth areas are more open to love regardless of age, but community elders usually disapprove. And so in Senegal, this is a Francophone West African country, factors of religion come into play. So the Islamic tradition and, of course, local culture will have it that marriage norms are heavily tied to religion and tradition. A man marrying a much younger woman is accepted. Polygamy reinforces this dynamic as well. But a woman dating a younger man is often very rare. In that context, when such relationships happen, they are usually discreet due to fear and gossip. So in Senegal, you will not have someone publicize and say, listen, this is my context. This is who I love. And I can only imagine that the lock between Islamic tradition and local culture has people in fear for whatever context would be presented to them, should they be found in relationships where women are older and men are younger. Again, I'd love to hear from you. What's the context in your country? Find us on WhatsApp, +27 63406 9126.
Africa Speaks on African Diaries with Shayla Ndikumana.
Mandela monala, Mandela monala, Cheri jampanya Mandela monala, Marilo janwa nina monala, Mari jampanya Mandela monala lo, Cheri nina monala, Cheri jampanya Mandela monala, Pamanda ubalegi manlala dala set lulo. Musoloti nyao Mandela monala, Chere na monala, Chere jamba nyao Mandela monala, Patu jallo bagwa na monala, Patu ufne kune Mandela monala, Chere na monala, Chere jamba nyao Mandela monala, Amak nekna rawat dina Juba, Marie Eve Jai Mandela monala, Chere na monala, Chere jampanya Mandela monala, Marie jampanya wow nina monala, Marie Jambanya Mandela Mandala Komando Balegi Lala Dala Zed Luman Musolo Tinya Mandela Mandala Jere Nila Mandala Jere Jambanya Mandela Mandala Mandela Mandala am raka neexna rawatina raka juba di lo mi jambanya Mandela Mandala jere na Mandala jere jambanya Mandela Mandala Balegi la la dala set lulum musuloti nya Mandela Mandala lo jere la Mandala jere nya banya Mandela Mandala
Channel Africa, where every moment is an African celebration. Feel the energy, feel the connection. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
My voice is a mystery, but they always tryna diss me. Same guys tryna get in my way. Keep the same vibe, you can ruin my day. Oh, my voice is a mystery. Ride the wave of my history. I've been distant to keep my distance. Goodbye to a boring life. I like to seek, but I'm never inside. Even though my time's alright, I like to care, but it never reach fight. Swinging my ways like I never did say. And then I roll like I really get back. And you can't believe what you heard about me. It's the magic for me. They keep trying to reach me, yeah, yeah. It's the magic for me. I make them weak till they run insane. So get me late on a weekday. I'm on the way, I'm a ways on the display. And I'ma shut them all down on the D-Day. It's my time, so put me on a replay. This girl when they say they won't try me. Oh, this girl when they wanna dump me. Oh, this girl when they say they won't break. Oh, this girl when they say they won't try. Oh, this girl when they say they won't break you. Oh, this girl when they say they won't take you. Oh, this girl when they say they won't buy me. Oh, this girl when they wanna be funny. I wanna. I wanna call and I make me call. Then when I have no friends and you're condescend, but I really want rest. Even though, bro, I gon' let you go, but I really want sure that you really contest me. Even on the days when they try to arrest me, but you live a lie, there's no way you can get me. Piss them off, they lock me up in a celly. Then they shock them when they see me on the telly. You know, I'm a vibe and I run it as usual. I the only come around just to make it. And I can shake things, but I break it. You name it, boy. Who knew? I won't care for the things that you do. I could turn, let everyone try me, cause you're never gonna get what's from me. Yeah.
Africa's journeys, they're all on African
can settle that. I know you're fiending for my piggyback, ooh. All in your face, all in your face. I'm down to do what you really want to. Champagne with a little fun, yeah. Show me what you really want. Nobody do me as good as you. See my record, just like magic. Drive me loco, automatic, so electric. Roboto, oh, you give me such an essence, I can hack it. So spiritual, fresh out the package. Oh, I rap like bandage on you. It's only you for me. You for me. You for me. Oh, I'm into you for me. Give it all to me. Can't nobody compare to you.
I'ma to bury the no magbadola. I'ma to bury the no magbadola. I'ma to bury the no magbadola. Badola.
Already you giving me what I wanna. Nobody fit to they can never ever. Caesar, call you my Caesar. I'm still a diva, but I'm a keeper. It's your ability for stability. It's how you keep me out in captivity. Oh, me like it. You know I'm for real. See my record, just like magic. Drive me loco, automatic, so electric. Roboto, oh, you give me such an essence, I can hack it. So spiritual, fresh out the package. Oh, I rap like bandage on you. It's only you for me. You for me. You for me. Oh, I'm into you for me. Give it all to me. Can't nobody compare to you.
I'ma to bury the no magbadola. I'ma to bury the no magbadola. I'ma to bury the no magbadola. Badola.
Es-tu préoccupé par quelque chose? Es-tu passionné par les questions qui comptent? As-tu une voix qui mérite d'être entendue? Eh bien, nous avons la plateforme parfaite pour toi. Téléphone-nous ou fais-nous un WhatsApp au +27 66 408 87 42 et nous te rappellerons. Sois dans la conversation.
Salut Channel Africa, ici Beno le diamant rouge et Binal Export depuis le Cameroun, le pays des lions. Voilà.
Sois dans la conversation. Il ne s'agit pas seulement de parler, mais c'est ta chance d'exprimer ton point de vue, de partager tes opinions et de t'engager avec une communauté qui valorise ton avis. Suivez-nous sur les réseaux sociaux, visitez notre site www.channelafrica.co.za et préparez-vous à partager vos points de vue sur Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
It is 10 minutes before the show comes to an end. If you have just joined us, welcome to it. This is African Diaries. Shayla Ndikumana keeping you company. And I suppose it's not necessarily keeping you company, but just holding the fort until Morris Touch of the Afro Republic has an opportunity to let us know what is happening in the day that is to come. Of course, that will be the 28th of August 2025. And we'll be looking into I was about to say Saturday morning. How did I get to Saturday? We're going to be looking at our Thursday morning. We're going to be wrapping up conversations concerning the norm, the cultural setting and context concerning age gaps. This, of course, between men and women in relationships. And we end off in South Africa. We're looking at the traditional versus the urban ways of practice. Now, in cities like Johannesburg and Cape Town, younger men dating older women is more visible, partly due to celebrity culture and the changing norms. Examples may include well-known celebrity couples where we have an older woman and a younger gentleman, of course. And then there is language that associates with these kinds of practices. So Ben 10 is one of them, where you will have a younger boyfriend, and a sugar mama is commonly noted for an older girlfriend or partner, if you will. So they carry a mix of humor and stigma, showing how society still struggles to take these relationships seriously. And when they do, I think there is, to an extent, just almost a letting go of the aspect of age. It's not something that's addressed and appreciated as compared to a man's context. So if a man who's much older dates a younger woman, he would be praised. He would be told that he still has it, he's still the man. He still can do it. Question is, what is the thing that you can still do? Anyway, moving along, traditional views in rural communities, patriarchy remains stronger. So a woman with a younger man may face family disapproval or be seen as being undermining of male authority. And that is how we sum up contexts in Nigeria, in Kenya, Zimbabwe, Senegal, and South Africa. 52 minutes after 11 p.m. Central African time. We are going to be touching base with Morris Touch in a short bit.
Parlez-vous couramment le français? Êtes-vous passionné par la radio? Et êtes-vous qualifié pour travailler en Afrique du Sud? Envoyez-nous votre CV et vos 3 minutes démo en MP3 à @channelafrica.co.za pour avoir une chance de rejoindre la famille Channel Africa. Si vous n'avez pas de réponse après 14 jours, cela signifie que vous n'avez pas été retenu. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
This August, we celebrate the strength, brilliance, and unstoppable spirit of African women.
It was the women themselves who strove for and got the changes by lobbying, going through NGOs, and by networking.
That's you, ladies. From the boardroom to the classroom, from the marketplace to the microphone, women are leading, innovating, and transforming our continent every day.
Oh, here's to knowing that as a woman, your voice can change the world.
Your voice matters. Your story inspires. Your presence is powerful. This Women's Month, we honor you. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
54 minutes after 11 p.m. Central African time. It's time for us to say goodbye. Of course, up next, Morris Touch of the Afro Republic, and he keeps you company between midnight and 3 a.m. Central African time on what will be a beautiful Thursday morning. From the team and I must just thank every single individual. Now on digital production, we have Elaine Bengani and Sevenzile, the real noise, Msindo. And then on technical production, we have Tito Macau. My name is Shayla Ndikumana, standing in for Nolo Babetsi. It has been an absolute pleasure keeping you company until tomorrow. Cheers.